Yes guys, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a breakdown of a gold position I took and I made $3,600 from this on my FTMO. Obviously I'll put the screenshots on the screen so you know it's legit. Basically it's a very simple price action strategy that I sometimes use on the hourly time frame. It's basically all based around price action as I've mentioned, and my first step is finding areas where prices failed to close above or below at least a couple of times just to make sure that the area that I'm trading at is obviously valuable. So we can see here on gold, price actually made a double top and twice, or should I say three times, almost failed to push through and close below. Because of that, I'm literally just waiting for price to come back to this area. Same again on the hourly, show me that price is actually struggling to reject this level. And you can see with the next candle, that is exactly what happened. We pushed through, failed to close above. So this is telling me that sellers are in control of the market. The buyers who want to take price higher are failing to do so. So for that reason, my sell bias and me potentially starting to look for sells is now confirmed within the market. So what I will do now, once I've had my confirmation candle of rejection, I will drop into the 3 minutes and I am simply just waiting for a change in structure. So if we play this out on the 3 minute, we can see what happens. Price kind of just starts ranging a little bit and then we get this candle here. We can see price actually failed to close below these wicks here, or it was failing to close below. Then once we got this candle here, I would actually, let me just show you what I'll do. I will set a limit order, because obviously I'm on the screen, back at the level where price has failed to close below. If we then look at a 40 pip stop loss, you can see covering this high here, and my first TP was these lows down here for a 1.5R. If we then see what happens, the next candle did actually trigger me in, and then what we then saw was price come back in and then push down. So that was my first TP reached, and obviously profit was taken, and I took about 1.5k from that partial. I then left a runner, and I was looking at this chart thinking, well, I've got momentum, where potentially is price going to bounce? And you can see this level here, where you had support, resistance, resistance, was going to be my next TP because I'd already taken enough from the market. As well, the momentum on this trade allowed me to do this. Usually, I'd be looking at somewhere like that for a second TP, but I did in fact end up just targeting the 3340 region. And if we look what happened, price just continued going. So you can see from this position, my second TP was taken at a 6.8. I think my first TP was 1.5R, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was just over 1.5R. And that was the simple way that I made 3.6k on my FTMO. So again, hourly level, waiting for a failure to close above or below an already validated level I've got on my screen, waiting for price to then show that rejection, dropping into a lower time frame, getting an entry confirmation, which usually in my circumstance is going to be a change of character, entering on a limit order on the retest, stop loss above the high or the low, first TP being the next market structure, and then my second TP, I'll usually go back to the hourly, and then basically based off what the hourly does, I'll just probably target the next large support and resistance area like so, and you can see exactly what happened on this area here. Price came back, and what did it do? Came into the level, left a rejection wick, and then started pushing back up to the upside. So I'm hopeful that you've got some value from this video, whether it be a lot or just a little bit. Any questions, please drop them in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.